guys, welcome to MoonChild Serendipity Tarot. So we've just finished the series on BTS members' future spouse. Did I say sprouts? I hope you enjoyed those readings, and today for the new series, I think we're gonna have a look at BTS members' love stories. So this is gonna be the energy of their most significant love story. We'll try to see how those love stories begin and how they progress, and also what are the possible results of those. And also I'm just gonna, because I used to do the readings for the members following an order, like the order of the fan chant, but now I think I'm gonna do it like completely random. So I'm gonna pick out one member from these Uno cards. Don't judge me, because this is the only thing I have that has all the members on it. I'm gonna just randomly choose one, and we're just gonna do the readings for the member that comes up with these cards, basically. So yeah, let's see who are we doing a reading on today. Alright, we're doing Taehyung today. Good. We're doing V. Alright. I'll do the shuffling of the camera, and I'll show you the cards once it's done. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here we have the reading for Taehyung's love story. So this is gonna be his most significant love story. We'll see how it starts, how it progresses, and also what are the possible results of this love story. We're gonna start here. I'm not sure if you can see all the cards, but I'll show you the cards. Oh, we start with the beautiful Strength, my most favorite card of this deck. Absolutely love it. Then we have this Knight of Swords. Don't worry about it, we will get to it. Then we have this Knight of Wands. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Oh, we have Ace of Wands, like right in the center of the readings. This like the significant energy of this reading. Then we have Son of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles. You guys must be like familiar with this Daughter of Pentacles card if you've been watching my videos. It comes up a lot. So we have Justice, and we have Four Cups. Okay. So I think I see this fire energy here. So it could be someone like Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's also a little bit of like earth energy, which makes sense because Taehyung is an earth sign. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I would say a little bit of air energy as well, but it's not that significant. So like the most significant are fire energy. And of course we have these strings, so like Leo, someone the Leo sign possibly. But well, let's see. I think like with the start we have this strength card, and to me this card is always so beautiful. Like the energy exudes from this card is so positive, and kind of like it can be overwhelming at first. So I feel like it could be a love at first sight. Like when they see each other, there's just this instant attraction towards each other, not just because of the way they look, but also because of the way they act, of the way they, like the small gestures, like the way they walk, or the way they smile, how they look, like the hair. I'm saying like the hair, something about hair. The hair is an important impression between like Taehyung and his significant lover. Yeah, just like this instant, they are instantly drawn towards each other. and it's like almost irresistible. But I feel like they wouldn't show that much of affection at first. I feel like they would try to keep it calm and take it slow, like keep being collected in front of each other, but like deep inside there was like, oh my god, I really like this person. That's kind of feeling. And then we have this, I feel like because we have the two nines, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. To me, the Knight of Swords is almost feels like there's so much worries, burdens, there's concerns that they have to think about, like they're surrounding them, like so they, it feels like to be able to, because they are instantly drawn to each other, but is if they want to start something serious, then there are a lot of things that they have to worry about, like, but this is mostly inside their heads. I feel like because they don't want to move forward with this, like at first they didn't want to like approach each other, or like didn't want to be too serious, because in their heads they feel like there's so much at stake, and there's so many things they have to there's so many things they have to think about before initiate this relationship. And also I feel like with this Knight of Wands, it does feel like steps, like a staircase to heaven. So it's like they know, or like they tell themselves that they have to take things slowly, like step by step. That's for the start. So they are instantly drawn to each other, like almost like a love at first sight. But there's so many things that they have to be worried about. Like so many things that they have to consider. So they decided to like take it slowly. Okay. Let's move on to the center of the reading. We have this Six of Pentacles, and Six of Pentacles to me is always something. It's like you plant a seed, and eventually it will like bear the fruit. So also, because like moving on from this Knight of Wands, it feels to me like they're building up this relationship step by step, and like slowly they start to see the result, like the fire starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we have this Ace of Wands, like it's so beautiful when it comes to love readings, that I have this Ace of Wands. It's like it's full of inspiration and passion. It's so passionate. So I feel like they goes from like they goes like through ups and downs, step by step. Eventually they'll get to the point that they accept, or like they realize, or they go back to that first ignition that they had with each other. And then they realize it has always been here all along. Like they always have this really strong attraction towards each other since the beginning. And it's not just physical attraction, it's also about the mind, the soul. It's just beautiful, like they inspire each other. They have fun, like being with each other. It's just, the energy of this is so bright, and so it just makes me feel so happy. Like it warms me up from the inside. It's like a really warm energy. Then we have this Son of Pentacles, and we also have, and moving on, we have Daughter of Pentacles. To me it feels like, yes, these two people, like whoever it is with Taehyung, is, they are meant to be, they're kind of like meant to be, but they still at the very early stage of their relationship. Not necessarily relationship, but it's the early stage of their career, their life. They are initially young. That explains all the passion and affections and things like that. But because they're young, like I feel like they are still easily affected by other things that are going on in their life. So it feels like love at some point, or like most of the time, love is not the most important thing in their life. Especially with the one with stronger masculine energy. With the masculine, it feels like he has so much to worry about. He has so much burdens, I don't know if this represents Taehyung or his partner. It's just the one that has more of a masculine energy, and this is the one who has more feminine energy. It doesn't matter if it is a guy or is a girl. So the one with the masculine energy he has so much on his mind. He has so many thoughts. He worries about a lot of things. He probably feel that he has to take responsibility for this relationship, or he probably feels like he has to step up to be able to stay in this relationship. And also, like, if I go back to the other readings that I did for Taehyung, it feels like his partner doesn't feel like they are good enough for Taehyung, because Taehyung is, you know, he is who he is, and he is BTS, of course. There's be a lot of pressure to be in a relationship with someone as special as he is. So definitely, but this partner, like these two people, they're meant to be. They are like equally. They are made for each other. They like on the same level. They just need to see it. So one should not feel like inferior to the other one, or one should not feel superior to the other one. They should feel equal, and that's how love should be. But yeah, one worries too much, and the other one is kind of like innocent, but it's not. So the one that with the more feminine energy, it's not that they are innocent, or it's not like they ignore this thing. They know what's going on, and they know what their partner is having in their mind, but they just choose to like brush it off in a cute way, like try to do things to lighten up the situation. And somehow I feel like this is Taehyung. I don't know, because he's so sweet all the time, and he has this pure and like adorable energy around him. He's just pure at heart, and he would try his best to like make people feel better. He's like a puppy, so but he's very smart and he's very wise. He knows what is going on. He is very much aware of all the stuff going on around him, but he chooses to act on it in a very like elegant and very subtle way, the way that doesn't put pressure, like doesn't put more pressure on the other person. It's just like the way he deals with it is so, it's lighthearted, but it's also very like caring, very considerate, very like gentle, subtle, elegant, but very well thoughtful as well. And then we have Justice and the Four of Cups. To me, it feels like this will be in like the possible results of this relationship. I feel because they have such like strong attraction towards each other, and we start with a beautiful card, the strength. So I feel like they will eventually work out a way to make this relationship work, and also because of this Justice and this Four of Cups, I feel like it will be something that they are not willing to reveal to the public. They would like to keep it private, like they like to keep it to themselves. It's because, like, of course, it's not easy for someone in Taehyung's position to go public with his relationship and stuff. But I felt like they would get charged pretty hard if they choose to come forward with, like, if they choose to public this relation, like to reveal this relationship. So they tend, like, they want to keep it private, just because of this justice card. Yeah, I feel like they are quite, like, different, two different people, like really different in personalities and different in characteristics, but just because of those differences, they are drawn towards each other, and like they like complement each other in a way. So it's all good. Let's have a look at the oracle card. Start with this one first. Obstacle are detours in the right directions. This goes so well with this two Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands, like taking step by step, not like rushing into things at first, like take a way around things to make it work. And then we have this: be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Right. So it also goes with, like, the fact that they very drawn to each other at the first moment, but then they had to, like, take things slow, take a detour, go around the matter a little bit, like try and slowly find out their way to be with each other. But eventually they will get there because the emotionals are real, the affections are real, the intentions are also real as well. And then we have a time for healing, right? So this relationship with that definitely has, like, a healing effect on both of them, especially with this Son of Pentacles and Daughter of Pentacles. I feel like the Daughter of Pentacles will heal the Son of Pentacles in some way. Like, they find a way to comfort each other, and they find a way to, like, ease the worries of each other. So that's beautiful. And then finally we have this card: Inner Temple, Devotion, tune to the portrait of your heart. This is so beautiful. So it's like, it doesn't matter how much, like, how many obstacles they have. It doesn't matter how long of a detour they have to take, how many steps they have to climb on this staircase. They will eventually get there. They will eventually get to the heart of the issue, which is the really passionate, inspiring, and beautiful love that they have for each other. That is what's more important in these connections. And I think that is so beautiful. And they also, like, once they realize that, they will be totally devoted to each other, and, like, they will realize what they should do and what they can do, what they want to do with this relationship. In a temple, and we also have healing, so, like, they will grow spiritually together as well. Like, together they will kind of, like, explore a new new levels of spiritual awakening kind of thing. So they will, like, find peace within each other. I don't know, it's just really calming, healing, which is really quite nice energy. So, like, they move from the chaotic and the unknown and, like, uncertainty into something really kind of, like, solid and calm, and I feel like there's not too much, like, it's not too much of a dramatic relationship. It's just the ups and downs that most people go through, and eventually they will get to a point of this inner peace and, like, inner satisfactions or like contentment. And yeah, I think that's all I have for this reading for Taehyung's love story. And I feel like it's it's such a it's a really great energy, and it kind of like goes where it kind of like goes in the same directions with other readings that I did for Taehyung. So he could be with the same person, which is like a significant love story in his life. And yeah, I think I'm just like really happy if this happens to Taehyung. It's just so nice. Alright, I think that's all for today's reading. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Please, if you enjoyed this reading, consider to subscribe, because I do a bunch of other readings for BTS members. And also check out the other videos that I did on the link right on the screen. And I'll see you next time. Bye!